What's up, guys? Thanks for listening in again on the Shetler Show. This is Kevin Clem doing another intro. This week, Anthony sat down with one of his best friends, an All I Need pro, Corey Goonan. Corey's got a timeless style on and off his skateboard, and dude's just a complete legend. They discussed a whole bunch in this episode, from crazy and funny news stories to deep conversations about life and skateboarding. Thank you for listening, and enjoy the episode. Before we get into the episode, I just want to mention that on Thursday, January 10th and Friday, January 11th, in Orlando, Florida, All I Need Skateboards will be hosting the Mini Ramp Madness Jam at the Surf Expo. If you'd like to register for the contest, you just got to have a skate shop sponsor, and you can register at the link below. I shared it in the description, so you can just go right ahead and click into that. I also threw in some links to the things they discussed over the course of the episode. Be sure to check out our social media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at ALLiNEEDSKATE. The best way to support the Shetler Show is to subscribe, comment, and rate us on iTunes. For shops who want to carry and support All I Need, our products can be found through Eastern Skate Supply. And also be sure to check out ALLiNEEDSKATE.com. And if you use the promo code TheShetlerShow, all capitals, no spaces, you'll get free shipping on your order if you purchase at least 2 items. Also, the promo for our newest full-length, Good Eyes, now up. You can check it out through the link down in the description. You can just give it a click and check it out. And then you can also check out the recap of the All I Need Skateboards New England AM 2018 contest, because I also threw a link to that in the description. All right, guys, that's it. Enjoy the episode.
And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I gotta get on it.
I just love the skating and the scene.
Rain, rain, go away. All I need is a skateboard today.
This is the Shetler Show featuring professional skateboarder, podcaster, and All I Need Skate founder, Anthony Shetler.
So it was hot. Everyone was doing it.
Yeah, they're looking for their dad's fucking metal skateboards in the garage.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Get on this thing.
Each episode brings you amazing discussions with interesting people from all walks of life.
Kind of when skateboarding clicked for me, and you learn some tricks or whatever, and you get that appreciation from your peers, you know? The other skaters are like, holy shit, like, yeah, dude, that's rad.
Admiration.
Yeah, the admiration or the affirmation.
Real, recognized real.
If I didn't experience those crazy moments in my life, then these great moments would never be as great as they have been.
Honestly, like, for me, I just loved it. Like, I saw those dudes, I saw those videos, and I was like, holy fuck, this is sick.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do.
What's up, brother? Cheers, friend. Cheer. So today, I got a little something special for us. We got some seal news. If I can figure out how to scroll over. There we go. So I was looking up some stuff today. Young seals keep getting eels stuck up their noses, and nobody knows why. Interesting. So no one told you life was going to be this way. The Hawaiian monk seal research program released a photo on Monday of a poor Hawaiian monk seal squinting in what can only be what is my life look with a probable, also distressed eel stuck up its nose. Look at that photo. It looks like a leopard seal.
It almost looks like it's part of him.
Yeah, right?
Like his face is a tail.
He's having a rough day, Goonan.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So that's the thing. I guess that happens. Seals, like, charge up these fucking seals' noses. These eels do. Oddly, it seems to always be in the right nostril, but I don't really think that means anything.
They have no idea.
No,
they have a whole article.
This whole situation could just be a weird anomaly or a crazy statistical quirk, and we may never see it again, he added. We have no idea what is happening. The world's falling the fuck apart. Eels are just going up people's noses, bro. Or seals' noses. Anything else in there? As to how the eel gets stuck? Has several ideas. The monk seals feed on or near the bottom of the ocean because they're very efficient and don't like to chase things in the water, he said. So they go for the food like eels, whose strategy is to hide.
That kind of makes sense.
What's that?
This part.
Right here?
Yeah.
Or just like in the YouTube videos where people sneeze and spit up long strands of pasta through their nose.
Yeah.
That's what you think it is?
I
You
don't
think
know.
seals are sneezing and their fucking spaghetti's coming out?
Could be.
That might be it, dude. Wow, that's a scientist saying that, Goonan. Spaghetti nose syndrome.
Yeah.
That's fucked
I don't know.
up.
I don't know how you found this or why.
The seals could, I know, or why is the real question. The seals could have regurgitated an eel that it ate with the eel coming out the wrong pipe. Wow. In this case, a relatively small part of the eel is in the nose, which leads me to thinking that the eel forced itself in while trying to escape. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, this is live science, man. That's where I found this. Livescience.com. Young seal. Keep getting eels. I don't know why they said keep getting eels. How many reported cases of
That's
this?
what I'm
bullshit?
wondering.
That guy looks fucked with that thing hanging out of his nose, though, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Relatively small part of the eel. Hawaiian monk seals are amongst the most endangered seals on the planet, with only about 1,400 of them living in Hawaii, but recent years have shown encouraging development. Well, fuck you, seals. Fuck you.
Oh my God.
You ever seen a seal in real life?
Yeah.
Get
In,
close to him?
Not super close. In SF. By like down by the piers or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
You just see
Yeah,
him
they're all
hanging out?
over. Yeah.
When did you go to SF?
A long time ago.
Oh, where?
Like, God. Probably like almost 10 years ago.
Alright, were you on a skate trip?
Yeah.
Who'd you go with?
JV and Jared,
Oh.
Irwin, Tom Garofalo, Trahan, Solstice guys.
I remember this.
Yeah.
What was the idea? Just street skating?
Yeah, just skate around.
It's a good fucking idea.
Yep.
Alright, so seals are off the list, bro. Shall we move? Do you want me to go skate one
Please.
for you?
Sure.
Alright, so
Oh, what?
according to Slap, slapmagazine.com and the message boards,
Huff is done.
Huff is done. It's hard to tell like if it's true. Spring 19 will be the end. Heard it from multiple reps.
Dude, that's what happens when you put all your eggs in one basket, that weed sock basket.
You think that's what it was? It just stopped being...
I don't know. I mean, they had one hit thing, kind of. I never really saw many people skate in the shoes
Yeah.
around here anyway.
It's hard to tell if people actually consume it compared to like the marketing and promoting of it, you know? Because
Yeah.
Huff was everywhere. They had like video ads and like...
They put out good videos, too. Like
They did.
Internet clips and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's too bad.
I wonder if it's true though. I mean,
Okay.
Slap isn't like the most fucking reliable, right? It could just be someone trolling us. Huff is my favorite shoe company out of the shoe companies. I never tried yet. Whatever makes sense.
It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't at all.
He likes the weed socks.
Yeah, this is 100% true. It's going to be clothing, lifestyle, brand, no shoes after 2019.
Okay, so that makes more sense.
So maybe they
They'll
didn't go
just-
under.
They'll just stop making shoes.
What do you think what do you think the deal is with the shoes? Just fucking tough.
I
Huh?
don't think you can start a shoe company right now.
It's insane. It's fucking crazy right now. What the hell is this?
I like that guy.
What do you say?
I know nothing about this.
He's honest.
Yeah.
Senior member of the Slap message board.
Yeah.
What's his name? Is it saying? Where is it? EuroTM. Shout out EuroTM. It's not done, just no longer making footwear. They will continue to make apparel, so now everyone on the team is shoe sponsor shopping. Damn, I wonder who's on the team. Do you know? Should we look it up?
Yeah, look it up.
I wonder what their website. If you go under,
They just put out a video, like, well, again, not a video, but like an internet clip. Let's see, like, is Austin Gillette on there?
I think so.
Kevin Turpening,
Is that how you said that?
Tyler Bledsoe, maybe.
It's been so long since I've looked at this brand. I used to love Huff skating though, right?
Yeah, that's the shit.
So fucking good. That's something
Yeah.
we should look up after too, cause like his backside always alone.
Yeah.
Oh, Ramondetta.
Damn, they have a big team, kinda.
So I wonder how this works, man.
I bet like 3 of them will find homes, and then the rest of them won't.
Not.
That's what I bet. Yeah.
Joey Pepper's legend. Yeah, they got a heavy squad for sure. Keith Huffenagel, well, he's like the founder, right?
Oh, damn. Brad Cromer's on there.
Brad Cromer, Dan Plunkett, Tyler Bledsoe, Joey Pepper, Dick Rizzo, Josh Matthews, Austin Gillette, Jake Anderson, Matt Gottwig, Justin Dreisen. How do you say that one? Salomon, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Dylan's not on the team anymore, unfortunately. Craig Anderson, a guy with one name.
Remio.
2 guys with one name. Hiroshi.
They have a good team.
Yeah, they have a big team. I wonder, though, is that just the state of things? Like, they can't. Strange.
Yeah, who knows? I guess, yeah, the clothing definitely caught on. Like the socks, the clothes. They do make good clothes.
Yeah.
But I can't speak to the shoes.
Yeah, that's rough, man. I hope it's not true, because I wonder if it was sold. I actually read that on the message board. It said it might have been sold to, like, some big investors, and then they might have, like, cut it, you know?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, God.
So, do you keep going? Do you keep going? Did you skate last night?
Yeah, I did.
You ended up going to the edge?
Yeah.
Was it bumping?
Yeah, but not in a good way.
Like crowded?
Yeah.
It's been like that.
There's a lot of bikes.
Yeah. It depends on the session, dude. I went the other day, and there was fucking so many people, but it was all skateboarders. And then I went, like, another day, and there's so many fucking people, but it's all bikers.
Yeah, it was like, there was like 3 skateboarders, I think. And then just, it's weird with the bikes, like, they move in, like, almost like herds. And they just kind of stand, a lot of them just stand at the tops of the ramps.
They
and
do.
Don't go.
It's because they have such big things, right? They have that whole bike, and they're just, like, kind of
Yes.
waiting to go because they'll kill someone, maybe.
Yeah. But you never know, like, where they're going to go, when they're going to stop. It's just hard to skate in that park with a lot of bikes.
They're easier than the scooters, for sure, though.
Yeah, dude. A scooter kid almost took my head off, like, 2 weeks ago there.
Nice.
Doing a around the world, whatever.
One of the 3 moves.
Yeah.
You turn pro after you can do the what is it, the twirly bird. If you can do it twice, the tail whip twice, you get a double tail whip.
Yeah.
You're pro level.
Wow.
Yeah, and then if you can do any sort of flip, like a misty flip, is that what they call it? Remember the flips with the rollerbladers?
Yeah.
There would be like tons of rollerbladers, and then one would flip, and then they'd all just start flipping, and then it was just like, that was it, you know? They couldn't go backwards.
Yeah.
Shelf life is tough on those things. Same with scooters.
You think scooters are going to go the same way as
20.
the rollerbladers?
I think they're going to the Olympics, same way as the skateboarders.
No, seriously.
What do you mean?
Do you really think that?
I hope that.
I don't think.
I feel like scootering should go in the Olympics before skateboarding. It would make more sense because they're all in the same position and they're in that little go-kart.
Yeah, but
like
you have to watch the Olympics. It has to be vision. No, but people like the people who run the Olympics need people to watch it, which means it has to be interesting, like visually, among all the other aspects that get you in there.
Yeah.
And scootering just doesn't look
not
like
me.
something you want to see.
No, yeah, it looks like
like a puke burp.
Yeah.
Visual puke burp.
It's so bad, dude.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would fit the Olympics. Because the Olympics has, like, those weird, obscure, like, one strand of something, and they turn it into a whole Olympic sport, you know?
Like what?
I don't know, like fucking, what's that ice one where you throw the fucking thing and then they go on their knees and they broom it and shit? Is that what it is? I don't know what they're doing, bro. Looks interesting, though. But that's so obscure and random, you know? Fits right in with did rollerblading never get to the Olympics? More importantly.
I don't know. Actually, I actually don't know if I've ever watched an Olympics.
Let's take a sip for all the rollerbladers that just, like, never made it. You know what I mean? All the ones who never made it to the Olympics, or, like, when it died out and they're just, like, done, you know? Cheers for you guys. Yeah. I used to roll with some rollerbladers when I was younger, just because they had a car. So they would just take me there.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it was that type of situation. They were all awesome, but it was still, like, you know what I mean? It's rollerblading. It was kind of like, just wasn't.
It was a fad.
Yeah.
For a while.
My theory is it's like some things are too easy that so many people can do them and get good at them. Like scootering kind of like that, and
exactly.
rollerblade too, because there's things that are free in that. Like on a rollerblade, you can jump for free because it's strapped to your feet, right?
Yeah,
Same
first
as,
day.
Yeah.
You can jump stairs if you want.
If you have any balance at all and can stand on them, you can definitely you can do an ollie. Yep. Free. The ollies are free, you know?
Yeah. Same
with the scootering. It's like all you gotta do is know how to pull up and jump. You don't have to learn how to move the scooter with just your feet and manipulate. You have to actually you just pull up. Everyone can do that.
Yep.
So I think that's what kind of hurts. Yeah, I think that's what kind of hurts him is that, everybody gets into it because it's the easier thing. Like the Rolling Stones said, shout out to the Rolling Stones.
It's short term.
Yeah.
Which makes it not meaningful.
Yeah.
That's why skating is, I think, more meaningful.
Yeah.
Because it's hard.
Yeah, agreed. Exactly. Yeah. It's hard and it's a challenge, and you can take it into your you do see people that are 80 that are still skating. You know what I mean? Hanging on to it and still doing it. Yeah. They probably lost so many tricks. That's all I think of. It's I picture myself as a grandpa, 60 years old. If I can still roll around, I'm trying not to focus on all the tricks I'm gonna lose. Because then you have to just, you kind of have to nitpick your trick selection as you get older. You got to figure out where you're going, I imagine.
I think, though, if you have, one of my favorite parts of skating is just riding my skateboard.
Amen.
From one end of the park to the other, in skating down a street, pushing, whatever.
Yeah.
Just the act of being on it and moving without moving.
Yeah.
That thing. That is, one of the first things I fell in love with, and that I'll always be able to do at least that.
Yeah, push around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best feeling.
So
I would be so heartbroken if I couldn't push around. If I could still do all the tricks and shit, but I couldn't just push, a full push, and that would be fucking so shitty. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Something about pushing 2 tricks and stringing it together.
You ever think about, realistically how long you'll be able to do it?
Fuck you.
No, seriously.
Just kidding.
How... I think,
Yeah, I think of it all the time, dude.
I look at my dad. He's, 70, and he's pretty active.
Yeah.
And,
that's sick.
I feel if, he would still be able to do something like that if he wanted to. You could be in good enough physical shape when you're 70.
Yeah.
To skate if you take care of yourself.
Yeah, I imagine.
You know?
If you eat good and you learn it sounds weird to say learn your limits, but go at a pace where you can learn your limits safely and then push it, Because some people get too excited and sometimes you get really good and then you just start fucking hucking and jumping and but if you do it right.
Yeah, there's probably luck involved too.
There's definitely some.
Yeah. At that point we will have been skating for over, Jesus Christ, over 50 years.
I know, it's fucking insane.
Oh my God.
Dinosaurs, skate dinosaurs.
Yeah.
How many years exactly have you been skating?
20.
So you're 20 years old, skate age. That's your skate age.
Yeah.
I'm 24.
I'll be able to drink next year.
Hell yeah. I'll drink to that. Your skating will be able to drink.
Yeah.
If that's a thing. Yeah, I think of it all the time, Goonan.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. I teach a lot of skateboard lessons, so I see all these new people getting into it and stoked on it, and it's a reminder of, when I was that, It's an obvious reminder, oh yeah, this, that was so long ago for me. It constantly keeps things into perspectives because I'm these people are brand new. And then my goal is to try to help them learn how to balance and find their style without getting hurt and building up a good foundation so that they can have skating in their life as long as they want because it's endless joy if you want it to be,
Right.
So that, so it's a constant reminder of then when I have one bad day, I'm I'm the worst skateboarder alive. There goes all my tricks. One bad day, you know?
Right.
You're fuck. And then you come back and you're oh, that ache and pain's gone a week later. And you're have the best session. You're wait, I thought I was done.
Dude. I'll have sessions where I'm what am I doing? I'm almost 30. I have no direction. And then I'll get all bummed out or whatever. But then it'll just take the next time I go skate, it could be the most fun ever. And I'm I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
Because to have found that, to have found a thing that you love that much, I don't know what the point of life is, but that feels if you found something like that, that's special.
Yeah.
And not to say fuck everything else and don't be a responsible person and all that, but I don't know.
Definitely, if you find that, don't let go of it.
Yeah.
Just because society or parents or whoever or your own insecurity. Yeah, don't. Because, like, I wouldn't be the person I am if I didn't have skating in my life at all.
No.
Like, I wouldn't be the same person, and it would suck. Like, definitely so much good stuff has come from skateboarding, regardless of how old I was, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, why would you just get rid of that and have to conform into some bullshit? People feel that way when they're growing up. They're like, you feel like, oh, I gotta get my shit together. I gotta get, like, it's like,
you do have to get your shit together, for sure. But, like, it doesn't mean you have to let go of that thing either.
Yeah.
You know, people tend to pick, like, it has to be one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, because they feel like you should, to be a complete human, you should find time for the things you love, right? And you should love to work, too, because, like, no, everyone owes some sort of work, you know? Like, for the thing to work, we all have to work and help each other, you know? Like, everyone has to be pulling, you know? Everyone has iPhones. You know what I mean? Like, everyone needs shelter, like. Yeah, I agree. I felt that growing up, too, where it's just, like, makes you feel like a child for riding a skateboard, or, like, you're, like, the world sometimes. Now it's weird because it's so embraced, you know?
Yeah.
Like, now I'm seeing so many people getting into skateboarding, they're, like, seeing it, like, for the value that I feel like we've seen it for forever, you know? When we got into skating, it was like, yeah, this is the thing where, like, you can focus on something, you can go at a pace you want, you can challenge yourself, you can fucking do whatever you want with this little piece of wooden wheels.
It's the best kept secret.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's kind of like people are out, you know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, the truth is in how long people keep in their lives, you know? That's the real truth. Because, like, people can get into it because it's a fad, and they might only last a couple years, and if it's not cool, then they'll fade out, and you'll never see them again, you know? You see it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, yeah. I've seen it like that, because I can't imagine not skating. So I'm picturing myself grandpa skating. So I'm like, even when I was 12, I was like, I hope I get to be grandpa, shredding backside, you know? Like, it'd be amazing to get that far. So I never even thought about, like, not skating. That's a weird thing. Did you feel that way when you found skating? Did you ever think of you wouldn't not skate? I feel like you're the type of dude that probably made every move so you could skate. Because you've kept it in your life so long, right?
I guess.
I feel like you sacrificed a lot just to skate a lot.
Yeah.
Fair enough?
Yeah.
I
never.
I'm the same way.
I never even, like, gave it a thought, I don't think. Like, I don't remember having a thought, like, will I ever not skate?
Yeah.
It's more like, when I think about that, it's like, what do I have to do to make sure that I don't have to ever not skate?
Yeah.
Like, as far as taking care of yourself and, like, just physically.
Yeah.
So you can keep doing it.
But there's tons of people out there that get into skating and then they don't know if they're going to keep skating, or if I see people going back and forth between scooters too. Like, you know? Scooters, skateboard, little kids, like, so confused.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just tell them all, I'm like, you're going to want a challenge one day. I know the scooter's fun and you're out there and you're having fun with your homies and stuff, but, like, at some point, it's just going to, like, top off because everyone gets to a point where it's like, you guys all have to do a flip with a twist to have fun. You know, like, a session has to cap at that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're going to want more nuance and simplicity, and also more something that's a little harder but simpler.
Yeah.
It looks simpler, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to backflip in a skateboard to, like, be good and learn something, you know?
You know what's weird about scooters is...
Sorry to go back to that.
No, they were a thing. I remember when I was in, like...
Yeah, when you were a 12-year-old girl, you were, like, on a scooter that just pushed with a little basket. That's,
no,
like,
they
how
had
they started.
Razor scooters were, like, popular when I was in, like, maybe 7th grade or something.
Yeah.
And it died, and then it came back.
Viva la resistance.
I can't think of... What else, like, rollerblading didn't come back, right?
It's struggling, dude. I see, like... Sometimes I'll catch, like, 3 there, but that's, like, a rare occasion at the skate park. Usually it's like, if you see one, it's one. He's by himself, and you're like, that guy has balls now. It's no longer like he's the weird rollerblader. He's the guy who's out there.
Yeah, like,
nobody.
Good for you.
Yeah, like,
good for you hanging
fuck
on.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Kill it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get hyped when I see roller skates.
Do you?
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know, roller skating with the lap and, like, dancing with a chick or something.
That?
Seems cool. Occasionally, like, roller derby chicks come in and they got 4 wheels on each, and they're not. It just looks cooler for whatever reason to me.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know. Time will tell, though, with a lot of these people. You know, like rollerblading, if people gave a shit enough about it, it'd still be going, right?
Yeah.
Same with scootering. Like, the only problem with scootering is, like, all the kids at the park, it's like, you have an adult one that tries to do it, but they're not into scootering because they love scootering. They're more just like, it's easy and I'm good at it and everyone likes me.
Yeah.
And they got all these little minions, but they don't know how to manage it because they're just trying to like, it's like a weird thing, you know? It's like a career, which kind of ruins it, you know? They can't like get past a certain age, you know? They're so lit too, all of them, 100 lit.
Absolutely.
They got like all the trends and everything. They're up on it. I think people want the experience of being a skateboarder or an extreme person, but they don't actually want to do it. You know, they just want the like experience, and maybe that's what the scooter does. It gets them out there rolling when they probably shouldn't be out there rolling because they don't know how to balance without standing up. You know.
Yeah. And
then they're so limited in their style and in their trick selection. It's like,
do you think there's like different styles? We shouldn't talk about scootering the whole time.
We should though. It's just this long needed conversation that needs to go on.
I can't discern like that scooter has this style and that scooter has this style.
Because they're all forced in the same position.
Right. Do you think there's that? Do you think among them they can like differentiate and go like?
Yeah, because they're like, he has rainbow pants. He has like a mohawk and like a 100 sign in the side of his head shaved in, and he's gonna have an eye drop tattoo or a teardrop tattoo below his eye someday.
I don't know if I can even tell the difference between biker styles. I think if I like paid attention more, I could.
Yeah. Well, see, yeah, because biking's restricted like scootering, but the thing about biking is that there's like a level of gnarliness that you have to get to.
Yeah, I'm not trying to compare the two at all. I respect bikers.
Yeah.
They're gnarly. But like, I'm just wondering if, because like I wonder if someone who bikes can look at like a bunch of people skating and notice the different styles and stuff.
I wonder. If from a distance it just all looks the same.
Yeah.
If there's not enough. But even if that was scootering, they all are stuck with their hands holding on.
Yeah.
Biking, you're all sitting down. That's more traditional looking to me. Like a bike is like been timeless. It's been around for so long. Yeah. So like that doesn't bother me. But like scootering is like a watered down, generic, like not nearly as good skateboard. Because you can't.
It's halfway. It's like a bike and a skateboard.
Yeah, but it has like it's more Ray Romano all of a sudden. What the fuck, bro? No, but like it is. It's like think about it. Dude, Goonan. If you were beginning to skate and you got into skating, you've been skating for 2 years. You're like, yeah, I'm feeling fucking good. I'm learning some tricks. Got front side 180s with the homies. Like been sessioning, and then someone came up to you and grabbed a handlebar and stuck it on your skateboard.
Yeah. And
took away like everything you were working towards. You would just never want to. You'd be like, this is fucking bullshit. It's like a handicap. You put a handicap on a skateboard, basically.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like training wheels, skateboard with training wheels.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's like so that's why I'm like.
It's weird. It almost should have been like the scooter should have came out, and then they should have gone like, oh wait, no, and then it became a skateboard. But instead, like they devolved it.
I'm pretty sure it's what happened. Like they broke the handlebar off originally, surfers, and then they just started using them for skateboards on the sidewalks, so they could be surfing on the sidewalks.
Really?
I think that's
always
they
used
been
roller skates, didn't they?
Oh,
like,
maybe
roller skates on wood.
Yeah, that's probably more true. I was guessing.
Yeah, you were.
But it makes sense because you probably see a scooter and be like, fuck that thing, snap the handlebar and just like skate it without it. You don't have to hold on.
Yeah.
Because think about it, like if the more restrictions you have on something, the less free you are for options. So just imagine if you all had to hold on.
Yeah, it must feel terrible. Like it must feel like shit.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
I hope you love it enough that you can keep it going. I'm gonna keep talking about it because it's funny. All right, next news story, and this comes from NPR. Fugitive sees wanted post of him, makes date to turn himself in. Oh, so I was reading this earlier. And apparently this guy had a warrant out for his arrest. All right, hold on, let's see. And he's just communicating with the cops through social media. He's like telling them right here. He's like, all right, let me see. Usually we put up the post and wait for some members of the police to call in with the information or something useful. But this time it was different. 5 hours later, Akers responded, calm down, I'm going to turn myself in. So this guy's on fucking, I think he's on the Facebook page of the cops. And he's just like telling them.
You know what I've always wanted to do?
Yes.
Is make like an Instagram page or something. And I don't know what I'd call it, but it would basically be for like, because I'll see people all the time that almost look like a famous person.
Yeah,
But if that person never made it.
Yeah, like, yeah.
So, like, if they never made it, that could be the name of the page. And this guy looks like like Mark Maron if he never made it.
He does.
You know?
And that's saying a lot, because Mark Maron looks like the Mark Maron that never made it.
He looks like he never
still.
made it. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that guy definitely does, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so basically they just keep going back and forth. This guy's telling him, calm down, I'm going to turn myself in. Like, he's telling the cops that. And then, look, when there's no sign of Akers the next day, officers tried to send him a different direct messages. Yeah. Hey, Anthony, we haven't seen you yet. Our business hours are 8. The cops are telling him the business hours, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Business hours?
I guess so.
I thought they were open all the time.
Look, they're trying to be funny. Of course, if you need a ride, you can call non-emergency and we'll pick you up. So they'll go pick him up to arrest him. And thus begins the pseudo-courtship that has delighted strange news, readers and Facebook lurkers across the internet. So it's so weird. It's so weird that this is going on now. Oh, he writes back. Akers writes back to the cops. Thank you. Tying up a couple loose ends since I'd probably be in there for a month. Should be in there in the next 48 hours.
Dude, we are totally in the future.
He's giving the cops 48 hours.
Yeah.
I'll be to myself.
Communicating civilly.
Yeah, weird.
That is so strange.
Do you think when there was beepers, they're like beeping it, like, oh, I'll turn myself in shortly. Check it out, bro.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, and then.
Oh, is that him? Is that a video?
That looks like him. Day later, December 4th, he arrived at the department's doorstep.
Man of his word.
Beard and mustache recently removed, though. Why did they say
what?
that, and what does it matter? Akers documented the moment he pushed in the door buzzer with a selfie. So he's filming himself, turning himself in. I wonder what his crimes were.
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering.
Oh, that's amazing, though. Yeah, that's NPR. Right. That's NPR, too.
Well, justice is served.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum,
Failure to comply. Yeah, strange, though, right?
Yeah, very.
All right.
What's that Kanye West one?
Yes!
Kanye
All right, where
West
is it? On the
learns
right?
Yeah, that right there. How to do an ollie in Miami.
This title's misleading, though.
Okay.
Completely misleading.
You've read this?
No, but I saw the video, and you'll watch it too.
Oh, I think I know what's going to happen.
First of all, teach me how to ollie right now.
Alright.
Like it's on cue.
Demand. Wait.
They just replayed it. I think there's a part 2. I just don't know how to get to it. We should see. Oh, right here.
You know what? Never mind. I don't care about this.
Kinda, right? No, you gotta kinda watch it. It's ridiculous. Ready? He tries the ollie, but he can't do it. He tried to do it, he almost had it, but he didn't learn to ollie. So yeah. I don't think the video is gonna show the whole thing for some reason. But Jankum reported it. But he does try one, and I mean, he could ollie if he worked at it, you know.
Sure.
Like I believe anyone can ollie, but it's not free.
No.
Not like scootering and rolling. It's not free. You have to earn it. You have to build up the timing. You have to build up the muscle. You have to do like 10,000 ollies. Look at him in his fucking goofy ass shoes, scooting. Look at how goofy they are. That's not an ollie. He didn't even get the wheels off the ground. Be honest.
No,
he fell. He didn't even land it. He stepped off.
He didn't have his foot on the
He thought he could learn an ollie in one try. Oh no, he's going back for 2. All right, fair enough.
You know what's so weird?
Oh,
is you know, someone like Kanye West who you're used to seeing like in his element. I guess, you know, whatever. Like
crazy and out there on fucking.
I know maybe that wasn't the right way to say it, but like he's good at what he does.
Yeah,
he's a musician.
Yeah, he is.
He's
an artist.
He's
an artist.
Performer.
Yeah.
Right, and then to see him in a situation like that where he's completely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And he looks like, you know, like a newborn baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
he could get hurt.
It's strange.
He could fall down. Those shoes will keep him comfortable, but he's going down if he doesn't pay attention on a skateboard, right?
Yeah. Dude, shoes that aren't skate shoes look so fucked up.
That looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I applaud him for trying to ollie. Fuck yeah. He doesn't.
Sure.
Yeah. He could have fell down and busted his ass.
That's fine.
But he didn't learn to ollie. The caption's misleading, right? Let's see. Learns how to do an ollie. He gave 2 attempts. He didn't land one.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's all I wanted to get out of that whole story. Is that I'm hyped that he tried to skate because anyone wants to skate. Awesome. But he didn't. That title, like, you don't even have to do the ollie and they give you a complex.com title where it says you learned to ollie.
They got you.
That was an unlearned ollie. That was 2 attempts. all these take tens of thousands to try till you build up muscle and timing and actually you're always learning to all of it.
They just want you to click on it.
Oh yeah,
they got you, dude.
Yeah, well they can have me because I like Kanye West and I love his first albums. I haven't listened in a while, but like I loved when he was first coming out. His music was sick.
Dude, where did you find all these stories?
I think it was oh no, they're all different. I was just searching them out. I just searched them out.
Camel spot.
You want more?
Yeah,
you want more?
Do
you want skate or just world random? You want skate one or it doesn't matter?
Let's go skate.
Alright, Huff's done. We already did that. I only have one more skate one. You want it?
Yeah, sure.
Fucking A, bro. Terry Kennedy. Here, I'll play it for you.
Off Baker.
Yep. But there's...
What's up, Instagram? It's your boy TK. I officially quit Baker Skateboards. Don't ride for the company no more.
He doesn't ride for Baker anymore. Crazy stuff.
Wait, what did he say?
Alright. So he said, what's up, everyone? Let me pause it. He said, what's up, everybody? What's up, Instagram? It's your boy TK. He's just letting everyone know he no longer rides for Baker. And he shouts out the whole team, he said, with the exception of Andrew Reynolds.
Weird.
So they have beef. Skate beef again. It exists, Goonan.
That's too bad.
Yeah, sad. And then I went onto his Instagram and looked, and he goes further into... He actually doesn't... This is a new Instagram. His old one, he doesn't have the password for.
Oh.
So, like, he says that in one of the posts. He's like, I lost my password to my old Instagram, so this is my new one. So he's starting from scratch.
Okay.
And now he no longer rides for Baker.
Man. I didn't know he still did ride for Baker, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know? Did you?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't really follow his Instagram.
Are you gonna miss him?
Do I miss him?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Okay.
There's not enough of him, right?
I don't know. I wonder what happened, though.
I don't know. Some beef?
Yeah.
I think he went on to say that he had his own brand and that it didn't get enough of his time, so... But I'm sure it was some argument or something, right? Like, there's probably some argument, someone's feelings got hurt, and that's what that is.
It's weird that you'd, like, go on Instagram and like, put that out there, though, you know?
Yeah.
Like, no one... Okay, you can either tell the story or don't even mention it.
Yeah.
You know, like, what do you... I guess he's trying to create, like, some kind of buzz for keep people paying attention, maybe?
Maybe. I guess.
I don't know. It's kind of lame, though.
Yeah, it's weird. It's tough, man. It's tough. Social media is crazy. That's what... We were talking about that on the last one, man. People can build, like, prisons of hell. Like, they don't know how to manage it. It's just reflections of who we are. It's like... And you don't even have to put anything on social media. You could go off the grid, but, like... Everyone has access to it, and it's all in how you use it. It's like a tool, you know? Like, some people use social media to just be super vain, or, like, some people aren't even self-reflective enough, and I've been guilty of this, of not realizing how you're acting or what you're putting out there. Yeah. You know? Like, people are like that. I'm not saying this about TK, but I'm just saying, like, you know, and then you have social media, and that could be the death of you, because then people just see, like, this dude has no idea, or this person has no idea of what they're doing with this. It's like...
It's really easy to get stuck, like, just at looking at shit you don't even care about.
Yeah.
You know, like, I find myself scrolling half the time, and I'm not even really looking at anything in particular. I'm just kind of scrolling.
Yeah.
You know?
I've been there.
There's a fucking lion on National Geographic.
Way
There's
sick.
a clip that I don't even stop and really watch. Like, I just scroll.
You get to, like, the point where you're like, I'll see what's next.
Yeah.
Your little taste.
Rarely do I, like, you know, close the app and go, like, yeah, that was a good experience on social media, you know? I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really, I'm not great at, like, social media. I don't, like, seek out, like, good things to follow or really interact much on it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I like it to, like, post skate stuff, I guess. But beyond that, I don't know.
Yeah, it can get intrusive. I've been on social media for a long time and just, like, doing it and using it and, like, figuring out how to, like, exist in that world, you know? Because it's like...
You're good at it. You, like, promote and you have things to actually, like, it's good for someone like you.
Yeah.
You know? You own a company and you do social media for, like, other...
But I understand, like, trying to use it for your personal, like just trying to live and grow with like social media because it's a new thing, you know? It's like back in the day, no one had access to videos and photos unless you knew someone who filmed and shot photos. And even at that, like, you couldn't promote it. Like, even in skating. Think about in skating. Back in the day, that was somebody that, like, had a career was in magazines that were paid for by sponsors.
Yeah.
And now it's like everyone can build their own following and have their own audience. And, like, it's so curated. And everyone has a camera. Remember how hard it was just to get a camera out? When you're like, let's go skate and get, like, a session. Like,
I think it's like...
like, now it's like everyone has it.
Yeah, it's definitely good and bad. I think you look at it... You look at the positives, I think, and I look at the negatives. I think that's the difference, basically.
All right.
I don't think it's one thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I see the negatives too, because it's weird. Because if we're
like, for instance, like the skate edit that's like the same song. It's not the same song, but it's the same fucking song.
When it's memed to shit and it's all the same shit.
Yeah, and it's the slow. Like, dude, it's just weird slow mo. Like, they'll slow mo a bail.
Yeah.
Real quick before the make, and it's like. Every other, like, everyone's doing that. Why are you doing that? You know?
You asking me?
No, like, the people who do it.
They catch a vibe, a wave, and they're fucking onto they're copying something they like, apparently.
What's the like?
I don't know. We'll see, like, skating for some people it's like a lifestyle thing. It's weird. Okay. I agree, dude.
No.
I agree. It's weird.
I don't know.
You see things that get memed to death, like trends and shit catch on, like how many... They tried to ruin the no comply, did they not?
This is just me struggling with, like, the fact that I really want to delete my Instagram.
Yeah.
But, like, I know you'll probably be kind of bummed if I do. So I hang on to it.
Well, see, my thing on the Instagram or just the social media is that, like, it's a tool. So, like, if we can all learn how to manage it and share ourselves and our stories and our passions and things we love, and, like, that could be our economy, you know? Like, it could be based on your merit. You could actually, like, show your life, and maybe we could learn who each other are and all work together and find ways to, like, live our dreams, you know? Like, if you're dreaming, like, I'm trying to be optimistic in the sense that, like, we have to inherit the world, you know what I mean? And there's people coming in behind us, and there's people going out of the world, you know? And it's like, if we have the capability to use a digital world, you know, it's like, but I'm also very much fucking aware that it could be a hell for someone. Because people come into this world and they don't even know how to manage their reality they have, let alone a virtual reality or an avatar of themselves.
You get that mixed up with what's actually going on in
your
your life.
Just because you...
like, wait, this doesn't match up. What's, like...
And there's a lot of pitfalls because, like, all your insecurities, it's a mirror. So if you're fucking don't know why you do what you do, you're not self-aware and reflecting on your actions, and you're just filming yourself, like, it's just weirdness, you know? People, there's always going to be young people coming in, and they're going to try to figure out who they are, you know? I went through all that. I was, like, went through all the fucking retardedness of growing up, you know? Like, just trying to figure it out and, like, figure out who you are and making mistakes and, like, trying to, like, define yourself, but then you have to change that, you know? Like, you have to define yourself so you can grow past it. So you have to go, this is what I am right fucking now. And then you have to look at that honestly and go, okay, I could be better here and here and here and here and here. And then you keep going in the future and trying to be better, you know? Like, but that takes self-reflective. And then you have to define yourself, which is such a shitty thing to do because you have to point out, like, I am a fucking asshole, or you could do it in a positive way. You like, I'm a good person. I mean well. And I'm not perfect, but, you know? But you do have to define yourself at some point. And then you have to, like, be able to move again.
Yeah.
Energy moves, and we're lucky to have it coming through whatever meat sack we have now. And if we don't use it, it just, like, is a waste of whatever is giving us animation right now, you know? Like, so, like, I don't know. It's just like putting that into the internet, the artificial intelligence. Putting your life force, your energy, your feelings, your emotions into that is a strange concept, you know?
Yeah.
Because people are trying to make it, it's all about advertising.
It's almost
selling
like,
you bullshit.
I don't know if it's a good way to reflect, really, though, because it's like, to, like, look at your Instagram or something and look at it as a reflection, because it's almost like, it's more like a highlight reel. You're only going to put things on there that you're happy with and psyched on, for the most part.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, but if something's really bad, you're going to feel it for the rest of your life. You might not have to see it.
Yeah.
I feel dark spots all the time.
That's kind of my point. Like, you don't necessarily need... That happens with or without, like, social media.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Agreed. But that's what I'm saying. Like, but people use social media to gain, like, followings and to build businesses, and like people use that as like a way to build up a community and work together. Like there's companies and people that have social media and that's their whole like marketing. That's where the people are watching and paying attention, you know what I mean? Like whatever those platforms are, you know?
It makes sense for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Otherwise, if you were going to do that, you'd go back to print, you know what I mean? Or like, and it's crazy because everyone has a phone, so everyone has access to it, you know?
Yeah.
So it kind of levels the playing field, you know?
Yep.
And then you can see if people use it off. I don't know what the right way is to use it, but I try to use it so that I can.
You seem like you use it the right way.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I try to use it in the sense that like you can build cool things with it and engage with people that are into the same awesome shit you're into.
Yeah.
But then also you can like share shit like memories and reflections, and I go back and watch them, and I went back and watched the YouTube channel. There's like years of stuff, and it just like takes me back. I'm like, and I remember all of it when I see it. It's like,
yeah,
dude, because when I was growing up, all I wanted desperately was like to capture. I loved watching videos. I love watching all that stuff and seeing it. Even photos. People love photos, right? Photos are one of the best things, you know. So, like, just being able to have that and see that, and, I mean, until they fucking turn the internet off.
Can you imagine?
I mean, you just be back to fucking living your life, right? You just go back to, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Are we past that point now? Is it like we need the internet for survival? Do people just go crazy?
All the banking, like, people...
Oh, man.
Like, yeah, all the bills people pay online.
Yeah.
Stuff, like, that would really...
You'd have to find a new currency. Yeah. It would be something else.
It is weird that like the internet is still pretty it's like the Wild West.
Yeah.
Kinda, you know.
It could be our salvation or our destroyer or both, and somewhere in between.
Yeah, it's kinda like social media. I don't think it's one or the other. It depends on what you do with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
And dude, some people don't always have anything to do with it. Like some people just use it because they fucking have it on their phone and they're just like going to do some dumb shit and they don't know. Like people just, every type of person has it, you know?
Yeah.
Like think about the population, how many fucking dumbass people are out there compared to like how many people have phones. Like there's gonna be like a lot of weird shit. That's why it's good for entertainment, you know? You can go watch some crazy shit and some dude, you're like, what the fuck are they doing, you know?
Like woman sues after spending 3 months in jail for possessing cotton candy that police thought was meth. How do you make that mistake?
She spent over 3 months in jail for possessing cotton candy. This is from CBS as well.
Where did this take place? What part of the country?
A woman from Monroe County, Georgia.
Okay.
She said she spent 3 months in jail. All right. Dasha Fincher said a roadside drug test falsely identified her bag of cotton candy as methamphetamines. So that, and they must, no one used common sense on that?
3 months to figure out.
Yeah, on Thursday, Fincher filed a lawsuit in federal court against Monroe County, the 2 deputies who arrested her, as well as the company that manufactured the drug test. Deputies.
Wait.
Yeah.
2. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I don't care.
Deputies who arrested her, as well as the company that made.
So she's filing a lawsuit against all of them.
So did they test it immediately?
I don't know. Let's go further. Maples and Henderson conducted the traffic stop on New Year's Eve 2016. What?
This is old news.
Oh, no. Well, when it happened, it was old, but now there's like a lawsuit. That's why. Deputies said the car Fincher was riding in was stopped because its windows tints were too dark, though they later admitted the windows were legal. God, they're fucking liars already. This is CBS News. Like, I don't know what's reliable news, but I got a little bit of spectrum from everywhere. Deputies saw a large open plastic bag inside the car and didn't believe her when she told them it was blue cotton candy. The deputies then used a roadside field test that detected meth inside the bag.
What the fuck?
How are you tripping balls right now if you're like, dude, they got nothing. You're so cocky because you're like, it's just fucking cotton candy. And then it comes back with the drug test. They're like, what? Where am I?
Wait, so I wonder, though, if there was like, how could a test be that bad? I know that it mistakes cotton candy for meth. I wonder if there was actually like some sort of trace.
Oh, here we go. In March 2017, a Georgia Bureau of Investigation, the lab test determined the substance in the bag was not an illegal drug. The charges against Fincher was dropped for dropped 4 weeks later.
It took them 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Dude, everything moves so fucking slow in the
legal system.
Yeah.
They do their due diligence. Fincher's lawsuit argues that the Monroe County Sheriff's Office was reckless and negligent and violated their civil rights. The drug test was manufactured by Sriracha Acquisitions, a company based in North Carolina, according to the lawsuit. The NARC-2 test has a history of false positive results, the suit says. Wow. Damn, Goonan.
I need to develop a new test.
It ain't safe to keep your cotton candy around no more.
I was thinking in my head, like, okay, she was at a carnival, like maybe one of those carnies was all messed up.
Yeah.
And they use the same bag for meth
fucking Bobo the Clown has some messed up cotton candy.
Yeah.
So funny, dude.
Trying to connect the dots there.
I'm gonna smoke out of my pipe. Thank you for making this. I have to figure out who made this again, but shout out.
Man.
Watch the table, bro.
Sorry.
Alright. How are these doing so far? Pretty good?
Yeah.
You didn't know what you were getting into, but I'm glad we got into this.
Yeah, I never would have guessed.
Alright, so this one's down. This is what they're calling news nowadays. Let's just watch a camel in the snow, Goonan. You down?
Yeah.
Alright. Most people were shocked to see a camel along the Pennsylvania highway.
What?
But Camel's owner insists there was a good reason. Einstein, the camel, was on his way to the event in Philadelphia when he and his owner got stuck in the storm.
Okay.
Petting zoo owner Megan had to let Einstein out of his trailer so she could pull it through the snow. Wow.
No way.
Camel's working, bro. So to alleviate some of the weight, Einstein got out and started walking next to the van. This is on the highway? Just walking down a highway with a fucking camel.
He doesn't look happy about it either.
He was far from the desert, but Einstein didn't seem to mind the snow.
I don't know about that.
Dude, that's insane, man. Although fellow drivers thought there was snow way, they were actually...
No, you didn't. Yes.
You bastards. This is what the news is, bro. Alright, that one's done. Camel in the snow. Just saying.
Alright.
It's crazy that zoos are still a thing, you know?
Oh!
What's this one?
I want to read that one.
Okay. CBS News. Substitute teacher tells first grade students Santa isn't real. Suck it, kids. Suck it. All of you. None of you are getting presents. You're all little bastards.
Happened in New Jersey.
Your parents hate you, and if Santa was real, he'd give you fucking coal. You fucking first graders.
That is... Wow.
You want to read it or you want me to?
I'll have at it.
Okay. A New Jersey school district is apologizing for after a substitute teacher told first grade students Santa Claus isn't real. In a letter to parents, Cedar Hill School principal Michael, whatever, doesn't matter, said once he became aware of the situation, he immediately spoke to the substitute teacher about her poor judgment. He's like, yo, what are you fucking doing? Oh!
Uh-oh.
The TV gave out. No, we're back. Okay, so I'm sending this letter so that you are aware of the situation, and if the conversation comes up at home over the next few days, you can take appropriate steps to maintain the childhood innocent of the holiday season. He then apologized to the parents, saying, as a parent himself, he is truly aware of the sensitive nature of the announcement. How do you feel about that, Goonan?
First grade. Okay, so they're like 6.
6-year-olds?
Fuck, that's too soon.
Goonan, what am I gonna get for Christmas? Go ahead, play the substitute teacher.
Nothing.
Nothing? What do you mean nothing? Why am I not getting anything, Goonan?
Dude.
I'm 6, bro. I'm in first grade. Why am I not getting any presents?
Do you think, like...
Substitute Goonan. Why? You're here. Our teacher used to tell us we're getting presents. Why am I not getting presents?
Santa's not real.
What? What? Are you fucking kidding me?
Do you remember how old you were when you found out
that Santa wasn't real?
Yeah.
Fuck. I had to have been like, I'm trying to think. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
I remember one Christmas. I remember someone when above and beyond to try to convince us there was one, because they like went outside and like they made a spectacle and like rang bells and tried to act like they were Santa.
Yeah.
But I don't really remember. I didn't have that innocence for whatever reason. I think I knew when I was little, but then when I got old enough to like deal with shit, I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't care, like really.
Oh shit, yeah.
I was never like real religious, and like Santa was like he'd come sometimes, he wouldn't come other times. You're like, just necessity. You wouldn't have a Christmas, you know what I mean? You're like, oh shit, I don't know where we're gonna be. So you roll with that one. What about you?
I don't remember how old I was. I remember when I found out though. I remember I was like suspicious.
Yeah.
And I asked my mom, and I guess she determined I was like old enough to. I was probably too old to still be believing.
She's like, you're 25, but we're gonna have this conversation
she said
right now.
Goonan.
She called you by her last name.
No, but I remember she was like, I was like, is he made up? And she was like, yeah, he is. And I just went like, I was just like, like, cause I kind of knew.
That's your Christmas spirit leaving your body. That's what that sounds like.
That's exactly what that was. Yeah. Yeah.
Rough, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think I ever had that moment. I had like hype of thinking Santa was real, and then like it just quickly became like, Santa's not. Christmas isn't happening this year, so like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, that's really you're quick to realize.
Yeah.
Like fucking Santa's a joke, bro. Sorry to every kid out there. If you're listening to the Shetler Show podcast and you're looking for Christmas advice from Corey Goonan and Anthony Shetler, our advice is suck it. Santa's not real. Santa's not real. Right? Just kidding. I don't know. Am I kidding? Do you ever refer to him as St. Nicholas?
No.
No?
No.
Did you ever leave a letter out or cookies or milk or any of that stuff?
Yeah, we'd leave cookies out. We'd leave some carrots out for the reindeer.
Carrots?
Yeah.
Thoughtful. Your family's thoughtful, dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think about those fucking reindeer. I'd be like, why are these rodents on my roof, bro? What? Get those fucking rodents. They might as well. They're like big-ass rats.
They're deer.
Whatever. Same. They're brown. They're on my roof. They're in my gutters. You know what I'm saying?
I had that thing,
they're in
too.
the gutters.
I didn't have a chimney in my house.
Oh, so that's a lot of conversation right there.
Yeah, so I remember asking that question, like, wait. And they were just like, oh, he just comes in, like, the back door.
Oh, he has to come in our back door? Does he pick locks now? What the fuck, bro?
Sketchy.
Break down Santa. I know. And then you hear, like, Santa hooking up with people's moms in songs. Wasn't there a song where it's, like, some lady singing about hooking up with Santa?
No. So, from the point of view of the kid, that he saw his mom kissing Santa.
Yeah, that's it. That's fucking, what's Santa doing, bro? Good thing you didn't have a chimney, Goonan. Fucking dude would have been snobbing on your lady, bro.
Oh my god.
Mom, what are you doing? Yeah, so apparently that substitute teacher made a mistake.
Yeah.
All these people are upset. They're like, we have to
I wonder
explain.
if she did it like, she was just like, fuck these kids.
Malicious.
You know what, kids? There's no Santa. If they were like being shitty kids, you know? If she did it out of spite, that'd be really funny.
She's probably trying to save them, break them into the world. Guess what?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Rough. For sure, if I was a substitute teacher, if they wanted to believe in Santa, we might believe in Santa for the class. You know what I mean? Just for the class, like.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll figure it out later. The parents can talk to him. Alright. Where do we go from here? Let's see. Oh, this is right up the alley. It's right along the same lines, dude. Colorado town overturns ban on snowball fights thanks to 9-year-old boy. And I wanted to read this one to you, Goonan, because I was like, I can't believe... First of all, how would you say that town? Is it Severance?
Yeah.
Colorado. This is how much free time these people have. And this is weird, though. So, a 9-year-old boy has...
A near century... Sorry.
No, go ahead. Where were you reading?
Well, there's been a ban in effect for nearly a century on snowball fights in this town.
Yeah. So, a 9-year-old boy has convinced the leaders of a small northern Colorado town, that's a weird statement in itself, to overturn a nearly century-old ban on snowball fights. And he already knows who his first target will be. His little brother.
Aww.
That was such a bad, cheesy, like,
yeah.
You knew, like, come on. Obviously.
His name's Dane.
Dane. Don't give out his last name, because we don't want him to be known as the Snowball Kid, you know? Like, that's tough to be labeled. Dane, who lives in the often snow-swept town of Severance, right? Presented his arguments at a town board meeting Monday night. This kid comes in about a snowball fight. Just have a fucking snowball fight in your backyard, kid. No one's
know.
out there. There's no.
What kind of fucking dumb town?
He was probably like, I don't want to post this. They'll see it. We have a sick snowball fight, but I can't post it. You want to keep going? Who lives in an often
Not really.
swept town of Severance, presented the argument at a town board meeting Monday night, and members unanimously to lift the ban. Okay, so they did it. The children of Severance want the opportunity to have a snowball fight like the rest of the world, Best said during his presentation. According to a local newspaper, blah, blah, blah. The law was created many years ago. Today, kids need a reason to play outside. Oh, kids gotta play outside.
So in let's say 20, they banned snowball fights. In 1920.
Yeah.
What happened?
Imagine that snowball fight.
Can you Google
Colorado 19?
Why were snowball fights banned in Severance, Colorado?
Do you think there was even
people were tough back then, so something major must have happened. You know?
Someone died, dude, right?
I wonder.
That's so crazy that that's the name of the town. Snowball. Should I call it Snowball Massacre? 1920.
Severance Massacre.
19. I picked this article specifically for you, Goonan, because I was like, this is like Goonan to the T. He probably started this fucking snowball fight. 9-year-old, nope, see, it's just the new shit. Snowball fights used to be legal in Colorado until now. This kid's liberating that town, bro. Yeah. Too much free time, though, right? Too much free time.
Severance.
It's all just that, dude.
It's too hard to find right now. That kid's stealing all the coverage.
I know. He's got that hashtag properly used up. You're like never gonna find anything about snowballs in Colorado again.
I wonder what went on.
You know what went on? There were just fucking people were like out there. It's winter. It's starting to get cold, and they're like, "There's fucking some meat at the deli," and they're hungry, and everyone in the town came and they fucking killed the deli guy. They killed him with snowball to death. They stoned him.
You think so?
Yeah, and then they ate all the meat, and then there was famine, and everyone died eventually. They didn't survive the winter, except for like 2 people they fucked and repopulated the town of Severance.
Oh, Jesus.
Weird, but probably that's how you survive in the winter in Colorado back in 1920. Life was a lot more savage. Now this kid's fucking, he's got the whole town board in to waste 3 minutes of their time about snowball fights. It's like, dude, you know how many papers were filed and people had to get paid?
How much time?
Yeah, like, just have a fucking snowball fight in your backyard. No one's gonna, that's what I'm saying. He's probably worried about posting it. He's like, the government's watching snowball fights. Might see if I post about it.
So they were illegal. Supposedly. So if, like, the cops saw some kids having a snowball fight, what happens? They go
handcuffed, push their face in the snow. I just made that up.
I mean, what? Yeah, like, they find them?
No one had common sense. They're like, are you guys still friends?
Yeah, how are we going to enforce this?
Is your lip bleeding? Stop being such a pussy.
Yeah.
Just have a fucking snowball fight.
Yeah.
That kid is just trying out to be a politician. That's all that is. That's early campaigning.
That's a good start.
He's going to be president based off of snowballs.
Yeah.
Just saying, bro. That's what's going on out there, Goonan. A lot of good, a lot of bad, man.
This is a good reminder why I don't, pay attention to the news.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome, because we're all over the map with all these different people, too.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Einstein's God letter could net $1.5 million at the auction. A letter written by Albert Einstein that questions religion is expected to get up to $1.5 million at auction Tuesday. It was written in 1954. It'll be auctioned off. Einstein wrote the letter in German to Erich Gutkind, a philosopher who had written about Jewish spirituality and the pursuit of science. Einstein said that while he'll gladly belong to the Jewish people, he believed the religion, like all other religions, is an incarnation of the most childish superstitions. Someone's going to pay $1.5 million for an Albert Einstein letter. That's fucked up, right?
All right. It'd be weird to have that much money.
Yeah.
Where you can, like...
Why would you want that?
So you can
I mean, I get why you want it, but, like, what would you do?
You get it?
Kind of. It's like, I guess because it's like it's an art, but someone should just have it. Like, a museum should have it, right? It's It's like one of those things because it's Einstein.
I guess.
It's
I
like
mean,
traces
I don't
of
know,
Einstein.
You don't know what it says. Do you get to read it first?
No, they gave a little summary where he just kind of
can't read
sums religion up to childish superstitions. That's so hard to read.
Yeah.
The word God is for me nothing more than the expression and product of human weakness. The Bible, a collection of honorable but still primitive languages, he wrote. Jesus. The word God is a product of human weakness. That is gnarly to say. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's harsh language, but ultimately, I think it's accurate.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, it was made up to make people feel better about the uncertainty in their lives.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a weakness.
I don't know. I mean, you could accept the uncertainty and live your life that way.
Yeah.
You know, or you could cling to this thing.
Yeah.
But again, it depends. Some people go to church. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think if you're a religious person, it makes you weak. But I think that's what it was born from, like to help those kinds of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a fair statement. It's definitely been used. They said it was like the opiate for masses. There's quotes out there that say that, like it's just like the opiate from the masses. How crazy is that? I think there's so much good to religion, but there's definitely been so much bad because of it too. You know?
Yeah, I went. I went all the time when I was a kid, like to Catholic church.
Yeah, I think you told me
school
before.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I didn't go for over 10 years, and then I just went again recently for like this memorial mass and actually a funeral. I went 2 weekends in a row.
Alright.
And it was so strange being back in there and like all the show and just how often they just like they can't say anything without going like, and God is like basically the greatest person ever, and God this and God that, and he's so great and all this shit. It's just like, it sounds fucking insane.
Yeah.
When you get older and you really listen to what they're saying.
Yeah.
And what they want you to say and how you have to do that. You have to kneel and then you have to get up and then you have to fucking kneel again like just a minute later.
Yeah.
And like it's all this show and it's like I get it, but like the whole like song and dance of it is just, it's weird, man.
I haven't been to a church in a long time.
It's so strange.
The idea of God doesn't bother me,
No.
but maybe the idea of everyone coming together for the sake of God, but then putting on this like play.
Yeah, it's like a show, like they're trying to impress them.
Yeah, there's like a structure to it, and it's like, I think that's the problem with organized religion, is that it becomes a business or it becomes like an entity where like people have titles and like.
You know why it bothers me too is like I don't like
excuse me.
You know how there's certain things that you do or that are done that people do because they've just always been done that way.
Yeah.
You just keep doing them, traditions, but like sometimes it's not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah.
And that's like the most absolute example of that. It's like all that shit that they do. Why do we have to do that? Because this is what you do. It's like, well, that's not good. That's not a good reason.
Yeah.
You know? That's what bothers me the most about it, I think.
Well, it's a problem when you're like a big structure like that, and you have it so defined. Is that like you gotta update? You know, that's why they have to keep taking their foot out of their mouth, because like there's priests that are like molesting children, and there's like clearly laws in the religion that like don't fit with the masses. You know, so there's always like people are like kind of like believing but not believing. It's weird, you know.
Yeah, it's strange.
I feel like people do need some sort of religion though. Because what I see now is a lot of people that don't believe in anything. They're like nihilistic. And I don't see that a lot. Like, to be honest, like that's all I see on like the media, I guess. And like sometimes I see some people like that I'm like, yeah, they're just kind of like, they like don't give a shit. You know? You see them occasionally. Like,
well, you need meaning in your life.
Yeah.
Like, and if you can find it in religion, that's as good as whatever. We found it in skating.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's almost our religion.
To a degree, yeah.
It's what it fulfills us. It
It
makes us feel like grounded. It gives us a reason to, take care of ourselves. And I don't know.
You sound like an old man, Goonan. But I get it. take care of myself. I agree though.
No, like physically. I mean, so
No,
you can
yeah.
continue to do it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. 100%. I get it.
That's kind of what it's like.
Yeah. Crazy. You have to be careful though. You have to like always be flexible. Even if you believe something, it's like you always gotta like be flexible with it, you know? Religion, some people just sign up to it and they just believe everything about it, you know?
Yeah.
Some people are so fucking extreme with it too, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody has all the answers. That's why it's like you gotta be flexible and able to be open minded to things and like.
Can you imagine like actually believing it, like hook, line, and sinker, that you know what happens after you die, and you're gonna go to heaven and get all that shit and have eternal life? Can you imagine like actually believing that? What that would even feel like?
Yeah, well, see, half the struggle is, like, questioning things, you know? Because I feel like that'd be kind of easy and blissful if you're, like, ignorant enough just to believe it. Just be like, just go in and someone told you something and you just believe it.
Yeah, they say, ignorance is bliss, right?
Yeah, so you wouldn't have all the turmoil of having to question it, you know?
Yeah.
So
you think that their lives are just easy? They're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, they just have faith in something that's going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
But I kind of have that, too. Like, I'm not religious, like, I don't sign up to just one religion, but I have the idea that, like, God exists, and we're each, like, individual gods, you know, because that's that energy, like, whatever comes into us, God is what you aspire to be, it's your ideal, it's like you're aiming upwards, you're like, what could I be?
Yeah.
And then you're constantly trying to aim at that. We don't know what that is, you know, that's why they, like, raised Jesus up, and he was the ideal man, and he sacrificed his life, because he just cared about people, you know, and, like, he even gave up his life, you know, like, so, like, I get the idea and the stories and stuff, but it's, like, to say it just seems like, it seems almost like a lie, you know? But, like, I believe that there's, like, people can keep rising and transcending and, like, grow and, like, that's what that whole story is of religion is, like, forgive yourself and know that you're human and you make mistakes and you can, like, rebuild and you can keep transcending, you know?
Yeah.
You can realize you're ignorant and then transcend that ignorance through the acceptance of not knowing and then working hard. You have to make a sacrifice towards your future. So you gotta aim at shit and you gotta make sacrifices, whatever time, maybe your time or like whatever. You have to aim at things and work towards them so that things could be better in the future, you know? You have to have goals, purpose. You have to believe in the ideal, the God, that whatever. This is when people box it all up and they tell you have to do all this bullshit to believe in God and that you have to, like, that's, like, the corruption of organized religion, you know? Where it's, like, they get to the point where they're just sitting there doing crazy shit with kids and you're like, this isn't what it should be.
Yeah, it's like anything where, like, it starts off as the right idea and someone figures out, hey, we can make money off this thing.
Yeah, and man corrupts, right?
Yeah.
And man who touches corrupts everything. That's the thing is, like, everyone claims to be godly and they're, like, the worst person. You know, Bill Cosby is godly and then you're like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like the ego always there, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard, man. Life is hard because it's long. We got to aim and see ourselves growing. I talk about that a lot, but I think that everyone's capable. I hope to God, if there's a God, that everyone has the capability to keep growing. Like, if they can get better at things, if they can, like, see their mistakes and work past them, I hope that we can all age gracefully and become whatever the hell version we want. And that doesn't have to just be financial.
Yeah.
It could be. Like, I would love to see all of us grow old and have money in our account and not have to worry about health insurance. And, like, when someone dies, it's like we figure out a way to monetize or, like, somehow to, like, to cover the losses of life that give us and make them not as hard for everyone else, you know? Like, hopefully we aim at those things. And, like, maybe that would be amazing. Like, we have to see it before it becomes reality, and then we have to start figuring out how to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, we'll be the grandpa one day. You know what I mean? Yeah, if we're lucky. Because, like, what's the opposite? You die, you know? So it's like, if you're lucky, you get old, and then hopefully you can, like, transcend who you are and keep getting better and make less mistakes, you know?
Yeah.
That's a part of the growing process. Like, I really believe you're thrown into a world, and all your senses come on. Once you're, I talked about this on the other podcasts, like, once you're coming out of the vagina, then your senses are on. You can hear shit, like, you see everything. It's like, you're coming out, or you might have came out of C-section.
I don't ever want to see
you look like a
do
C-section
that
baby, right? Like, you
what
came
does
out
that
the
mean?
side. They cut you out the side.
Vaginal birth.
Like, it matters. We're already starting to fight. Yeah, I was vaginal birth.
Fuck you,
I'm
were
C-section. But that's my point. Is we're just lucky to get out of that portal and get into.
I was also born at 3 a.m.
Really?
Which is the witching hour.
Wow. How do you know this?
I was told.
And could have been lied to, like Santa Claus.
I have the my birth memorandum.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They give you like a certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a certificate for being born.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah.
Did you frame it?
Too. No.
Probably. Yeah. You should. This is the day I came out of the vagina. No, but for real, you come out and you're just like this thing, like you're animated, right? Instantly, all your senses are turned on. Everyone, unless you have like a hearing problem or a sight problem, like which you're lucky you didn't. I didn't.
I was born cross-eyed too.
I could tell.
Yeah,
I could tell. How'd that work itself out? Just enough, like
I got surgery when I was like 2 months old.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did they do?
I don't know what they did. I know that they actually took my eye out of the socket.
Excuse me. What are you saying?
Yeah. I know.
They just pulled your eye out at how old?
I think I was like 2 months old.
Wow, that's brutal.
And it still goes. You probably noticed it'll like float off sometimes.
Yeah, you have like it does its thing.
Yeah, it does.
It never looks like it looks good on you though.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And,
fits you well. Because if I had one, you'd just stare at the whole time. You'd just be like, what's this guy doing? You know? And like, I'm just not meant for it.
Yeah, you know.
Nice.
Anyway.
Do you have any residual of that? Like, as you get, just how's your eyesight?
It's not bad. I have to wear glasses sometimes, like when I drive at night.
Yeah.
It's just blurry. Like, I can't see the road. I can't read the road signs and stuff.
So you just need glasses, and that's good?
To see far. Yeah.
You got, like, nice pair of frames? You got a cool set of
They're
frames?
broken, actually. I just fixed them today.
They're even cooler now. Yeah. Vintage, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of grip. What kind of tape did you use?
I didn't. I used Crazy Glue.
Nice. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, fucking. I believe you have to have beliefs, and you have to define things, and you have to like. That's the problem. Life keeps moving. So like the things that you grasp onto that help you grow are things you have to let go of. You know, even your ignorance and your idea of what God is, because like the more we learn, the more we have to like be like, oh, okay, we have to open the spectrum of what we really know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't really know. Life's moving. It's just an energy. You know, like.
To allow yourself to like outgrow ideas too.
Yeah.
That you get like attached to.
Yeah.
And sometimes they might not apply anymore. Or
they can
evolve.
They turn into self-destructive sometimes.
Yeah.
Something that helps you grow. Like I used to do that with skating. I would use like all these feelings and emotions.
Yep.
And get gnarly shit, but also get really hurt. You know, and like.
Yeah.
Then I had to like find a different reason to do it.
Or you ever find like you're abusing skating? Like sometimes I feel like I'm using it.
Yeah.
To feel better. Like if something's fucked up in my personal life.
Yeah.
Like I'll go skate to try to feel better, but I'm not skating for the right reason. Like I'm using it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's never fun.
Yeah.
And you just feel worse than before.
Yeah, because you're like, God, it's still me.
I used it and I don't feel better.
Skating and fix it, it's still me. I gotta deal with this.
Right. Yeah.
Been there for sure.
That sucks.
Dude. Yeah.
That's a rough one.
It's been a while, like, but lately it's like, you ever been like if you work a lot and you're like working for someone else and you're just doing something and like after a while you're just like you see someone that's kind of rude, you know what I mean, like you're in a store and like someone's rude and you're like, oh, that kind of bummed me out. And then like you do something nice for someone and they don't help you out, or they just like don't acknowledge it, or like you're just having a bad day, you know what I mean, and you're like and then like you go skate and then all of that's gone. You have the best session of your life. And you're like, you held all this, like, stuff in. Not that I always do that, but I've had that where I've, like, went around and you just start to feel, like, you're, like, you just feel isolated sometimes. Like, when I get alone, it's like I need to go skate for some reason. Like, you get in your head too much, or, like, and then you
burn off whatever shit is, like, built up in your head, or even,
Because it's easy to, like, get stuck in patterns of thoughts. Like, you ever just had a loss, something that sucked so bad, and you just carry that with you, and then you, like, it taints the vision of how you see the world, and you're, like, make mistakes, and then you're, like, I deal with that.
You know? You have to be careful with that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it can really shape, like, your point of view and how you act toward other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fucking hard.
But that's the idea. Is like that's the same with the religious idea or whatever. Is like you got to forgive yourself and realize you're only human and you make mistakes and you're gonna keep making mistakes on until you're dead. Like it is like no retiring because like you just got to keep going. You got to. The potential of the human is like we don't even know. Most people don't even come close. I imagine. You know what I mean? So like to see how far you can take your own growth, and we're so lucky to have everything we have. This experience and our breaths and our thoughts, and like we just need to manage them. You know, that's like the ongoing process. That's really fucking hard.
Yeah, and remember to appreciate them.
Yeah.
It always takes like death or loss.
Yeah.
To really like remember how much you have.
To pull you into like, oh yeah, shit gets real mode.
Yeah.
Where like, oh, all
and
that
just
other shit's trivial.
To be grateful and like, you know.
Yeah. No, it's true. Because life is long. It goes back to that. You have a long life if you're lucky, and like, it's hard. It's easy to slip into like just doing the same thing just because you're tired of life. Like I've been there. Where I'm just like too tired of it. It's been a while, but like I've been there and like I'm just tired of it. I used to be tired all the time as a kid. Because like so much shit was going on, I just wanted to sleep life away.
Yeah.
Is that fucked up?
No, it makes total sense.
Okay. I put myself out there, but I used to feel that a lot. That's why I almost didn't graduate high school because I would just sleep all day long. Because I was like, I didn't really like. I was mad and angry and like, I just didn't want to communicate with people. I had too much on my mind. I didn't know how to get it out.
The shit you went through when you were a kid is like too much for a kid to process.
It was at the time.
Without any help from like an adult telling you like why things are happening or. What or, you know?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So
you
like,
just want to sleep.
Yeah, just sleep it off. You know, you go through that was like depression. You just want to sleep. And, like you don't even want to wake up. You know, that's a bad sign. But that's like now I don't never feel like that, ever. I'm not even close to that. There was like a switch where I was like, you're just on this ride. Like it doesn't matter like what happens. Like you just have to like, as long as you can check yourself. You know, like if you can get yourself, your own individual, the life that you can change, because I can actually change my own life if I focus hard enough, you know what I mean? Compared to trying to linguistically explain something to someone and get them to change their mind. Like the one mind you do have power of is your own. Yeah. So like try to focus on that. And like as long as I always didn't want to be a burden because like there's too many problems around. So I was like, if I can just eliminate myself as a problem, then like that's one less problem. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
And that always made sense to me.
That's so interesting, dude. Like people, I feel like I've said this to you before too, like people who go through what you went through when you were a kid seem to go one of two ways.
Yeah.
They either follow the same footsteps and make the same mistakes, or that switch flips.
Yeah.
And they are just like, you know, like driven, like dedicated, hardworking, like you and your brother.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Sam's killing it.
Like,
he's constantly driven. Sammy has so much drive.
It's interesting that
I went both though. Like before that switch, I was like depressed, like almost wanted to leave the world, which is crazy to think now. I would never ever. But like, I seriously was like, I think it's because I was so little. I was trying to figure out how I felt about things, and so much chaos was going on at the same time that like I couldn't manage my own emotions. And then having all this shit happen at the same time was just like sending me all to the extremes.
Yeah.
Like just constant anger, constant fear, questioning shit. Like you get that all the time. You're like, normality. Then you talk to other people and their normal is not the same as your normal, you know? And you're like, this is, and then you don't want to tell people.
Yeah,
you're like,
no one can relate.
Yeah. Even if they can, it's like you, in your head, you're a little kid trying to figure it out, you know?
Yeah,
like you think they're not going to want to hear it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's shit that you just grow through. People experience that all the time, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how we got there, but...
I don't either.
But it's true, man. It's true.
Yeah.
I think if we focus on ourselves and we try to make ourselves better and every day that we can, you know, we're going to make mistakes, like, such as life, you know? Actually, when you realize you make mistakes, that's when you can grow past them, you know? So it's kind of gift if you look at it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, all right.
You're paying attention.
Yeah. It's hard, though, dude. I can only imagine. Only 36. Imagine when I'm 65. How dumb am I going to think I am now? So dumb.
Hopefully you'll think you were really dumb. That means that you'll have improved that much.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean?
That'd be amazing.
One good thing about getting older is, like, certain things, you know, you pick up on more things if you're paying attention.
Yeah.
You know, you learn a little bit more.
And there's so many pitfalls out there that can help you not pay attention.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, you've made it if you can pay attention.
And you start to like not care as much about things that are like things become less important. Like I don't know how to say what I'm thinking, unfortunately, right now. Like things that you used to worry about that seemed so important, they lose that importance, and you can let things go easier.
Yeah.
I
Well,
guess.
you change your aim. I think it kind of goes back to what we were talking about before. It's like the things that you use to help you grow through adolescence or like being a teenager, you grow past them, and then you have to change your aim because they're no longer. You have to outgrow them and let them go. You know.
Yeah.
It's in your past. It's like everyone has a past, and it's like you have to define yourself and then move past those things. You know. Yeah. Otherwise, you meet those people that are just stuck in their college years when that was the best time of their life.
Yeah, man.
Like that story, you know what I mean? There's shit like that where people like, and then they just tell this crazy narrative about themselves.
There's like this thing where if I meet someone or know someone and like say that like high school was the best time of their life, it's like, all right, we're not gonna be friends. I know from that statement that
nice to meet
we're not gonna have much in common.
Beat it, bro. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Well, you could just top your college years. Like, just keep going. Keep trying new shit and figure it out. like, that was the top of the mountain, bro. There's no top of the mountain. That's the thing. People dream about retirement, like working so they don't have to work. I'm like, I get that because you want leisure because people do feel overworked or whatever. But, dude, honestly, life is so long. So instead of, like, trying to get past work, try working on things that you want to work on with people you want to work on and that make a difference and matter. And, like, which is hard to do, you know? Like, nowadays, you got to take any fucking job, you know? Like, people coming up, that's half the problem is, like, you got to work for someone else to figure out your time and what it's worth because someone will pay you for your time, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get past that point in life where they're, like, they get a job and, like, that sucked. And then they just keep the job. And I do that, but, like, you also got to have other things you're working on. Like, I feel like we're lucky in that sense with skateboarding because, like, skateboarding helps build identity and, like, figure out who you are because you can, like, push yourself, film video parts, and, like, it helps you test your character, you know?
Yeah.
It's something outside of a work or school or, like...
If you didn't have that thing like that, the thing that you're passionate about, a lot of people, I feel like, don't.
They don't, yeah. So they don't know why they're doing it.
Life would be a lot harder.
Yeah, if you didn't know what you're, like, you need purpose.
Like, what the fuck is this? I'm just here so I can make money so I can afford to have a place to go when I'm not at work.
Yeah, and people buy, like, so much shit just because they feel that need, that purpose. That they don't have that thing that, like, gets them up, gets their heart going. A lot of it is just getting your heart going. Because if you can get your fucking heart beating and sweating...
That's when you feel alive.
Yeah, that's why sex is so good, right? You have sex, you get your whole body going. You're like,
what'd you say?
Sex.
It's so what?
So good.
Okay, I thought you said it was so gay.
It's so gay. It can be if you
gay
want
sex
it to be.
Is gay.
Yeah, don't say that, bro. They're recording.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. Is that bad?
No, it's just.
I was just kidding. PC culture out there, bro. Watch out, bro. JK. No, but, like, you know what I mean? Things that fully engage. Something where you're, like, all your senses are firing. Like, coming out of the vagina in the very beginning. It's, like, overwhelming, you know? But, like, if you use your body, like, people that work out, people that exercise, it's like if you don't use it, you lose it, you know? Like, your body is a vehicle. Did I say it right?
Yeah, it just reminded me of the 40-year-old virgin. And I think he asks that to, like, the lady running the sex ed seminar.
Is it true? Michael Scott. He's still Michael Scott to me, even in there.
Yeah, he's always Michael Scott.
No, but you know what I'm fucking saying. Like, if you get your heart going and there's nothing like getting your heart going, breaking a sweat, and, like, fully doing something where you're engaged and you're more feeling everything, and, like, you're in your thoughts too, but you're like, some people, I don't want to say most people, but, like, imagine if you're just working all the time and you have nothing like that, but you just sit around all day and you consume other people's lives and you don't actually, like, go and do things and get your heart going. There's people like...
Yeah, it's awful. I've had times like that where you just, like, you know, I have skating, but sometimes it's like, I've had times where I didn't really even want to skate. You know, you just get into that, like, you can get into a bad routine or whatever.
Yeah.
You feel it. You feel like shit.
Yeah.
You know, and then you go skate or whatever your thing is, and it's like, this is good. Like, this feels right. This is what I'm supposed to feel like.
Yeah, I know that feeling very well.
Yeah.
It's when the time doesn't. It's called like the flow state or whatever. It's like you're doing something, but you're doing it and you're lost in time. Time just goes by and you're not even aware of time.
Yeah.
That's a lot of skating for me.
Yeah.
People probably do that. That's why they do like obsessive drugs. It probably dissolves the illusion of time. Which time, if you don't have any time, you're not paying attention to time. You don't have a schedule. You're not like, some people want to be free from everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you should have a sense of where you are. Yes, right? That's what we were talking about. You got to have some sort of purpose.
Yeah.
Because you could lose your own time. People will take your time from you. But you do got to work for someone. I say, like, working for someone is a great thing because you learn what someone will pay you for your time, and then you can work past that if you want to. You could go, I'm going to go back to school, or I'm going to get a different skill, or, like, you can change it up, right?
Yeah.
That's been, like, that was, like, a real lesson for me. It's, like, working for other people and trying to find reason to work for them and, like, want to work for them,
Yeah, I mean, apart from necessity.
Yeah.
Depends on how you look at it, I guess. But you can choose to, like, do a good job, and that brings value to whatever you're doing.
No matter what job, really.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the job is.
Because half the thing that ruins the job for me is, like, if the other people are fucking... Not being professional.
Yeah.
It's like, just because you want to treat it like a shitty job doesn't mean it's a shitty job.
Yeah, it's like you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
This is your time.
Yeah.
Do something good with it.
Yeah.
Like, I know, yeah, none of us really want to be here, but we're here, and we have to be here because we need money to live.
Yeah.
And, yeah, try to do whatever you do, try to do it well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Do it as good as you can. Knock it out of the fucking park.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard, though, dude, because you see some people, and especially when you're young, you're just like, some people get caught in their feelings. Dude, I was out talking about this on the last podcast. I was like, are there really this many, like, pessimistic, nihilistic, like, young people out there? Like, I was talking about trap music and all the bad, like, drug trap music. That's always existed, though, right? Even when we were younger, we had, like, whatever it was, like, gangster music or something. We were like, oh, these are losers and hooligans.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know, dude. But you see the fucking kids nowadays... I see it sometimes online. I'm like, are these kids all just pretending to be sad, or are they really depressed and nihilistic? Is that a trend? Is it trendy to be fucking emo?
Cool to be like that?
Yeah, is that what is it recycled? Because I'm like, dude, life is so sick, you know what I mean? Like, are you fucking kidding me? There's so much opportunity, you have to be blind.
It's weird being young, too. Remember? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was a shithead when I was young, man.
I could tell.
I was a little sad, little fucking...
I've been it too, dude.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
Some of them will grow out of it, some of them won't.
I think the weird part is because I see it trending. It's trending to be like fucking on drugs and pills and lost and like, and then like poor me, sad boy stuff.
I don't think it's anything different. I think if, I was complaining about the slow motion trap music edit that everyone makes. Yeah. I think if that existed when I was in high school or something, when I was that young, I'd be posting those edits too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
different version of it.
Yeah, whatever that cool thing at the time was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That makes sense.
I'd be that shithead.
That makes sense.
I think that's part of why I complain about it too, because I know I would have been that. But
well, good for you.
You grow past it, hopefully.
Yeah.
If you're paying attention.
Yeah, and if you stick around long enough, people stay in skateboarding long enough, you just like see them grow and change.
Yeah.
All right, last one, and then I gotta pee like a motherfucker.
Yeah, so.
Alright, Science Daily. Boys with social difficulty most susceptible to early substance abuse. Thanks, I didn't know that word at all. I've never seen it spelled out. Boys who enter 6th grade with co-occurring social skills, anxiety, learning, and conduct problems are at the greatest risk of developing aggressive behavior and using tobacco, alcohol, and marijuana by the end of 8th grade. A new study found.
Okay, so boys with social difficulties.
Doesn't that make sense?
It makes total sense.
Like, yeah, they have issues.
Yeah.
So they're gonna fucking dabble in some sort of substance.
I think everybody knew this.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Boys who enter 6th grade with co-occurring social skills, anxiety, learning, and conduct problems are at the greatest risk. Yeah, that's common sense, bro.
Yeah. We didn't think the overachievers and the trust fund kids were gonna be the ones.
Okay, well, I don't know why that one existed.
Yeah, they really needed an article that day.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you for covering all of that madness.
Yeah.
Thanks for the conversation.
Thank you.
That all I need.